Okay. I was just thinking for a long time. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't. I'm not gonna touch base on everything that I've spoken on that I thought about, but this last little bit, I think. Um, yeah, and maybe we'll talk about a few of the other ones, but we'll see. Um, an interesting sequence of events just happened. Um, I was sitting here and I was thinking about the concept of my people. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's go back one more train of thought. Um, no, let's start here. Let's start here. Um, I was thinking of the concept of my people and what that means, um, insofar as like I've been searching for a place to call home for a long time. Um, what's my phone at? Crap. For okay, cool. Um, I've been looking for a place to call home for a long time. Um, I was in the context of identity politics. To gringo for the Mexican side of my family, to Mexican for the gringo side of my family, and so I didn't have a home within those two groups. You know, identity politics, borders, original sin, yada 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 yada. Um, I spent most of elementary school in the library. I didn't do recess too much. I kind of just like stayed to myself, you know. Um, I played a lot of chess. That was fun. Um, but what was I saying? I got caught up in memories. Um, original sin. Um, never feeling like I belonged anywhere. Okay. Um, so like within these two worlds, let's call it, I didn't fit in, and I when I reached adulthood, I kind of like still was that cloud friend that kind of like hopped around everywhere and looking for a place, and nowhere really felt like it, you know. And through my going up against the CIA and everything like that, I found out that there's another group and all that kind of stuff. Um, who were originally um, within the context of the lore and understanding my place within the organization, originally my people, so to speak, you know. Um, and as I was thinking that, my hands, like, I didn't realize it because I was just, um, I was thinking, but my hands moved to my face and I like covered them like this. And, and as soon as I said in my head, my people, an engine revved outside. and it snapped me out of it, and I was like, that's scary. Um, and I don't know. Going back to the train of thought that I had before that, um, it was in the context of engines revving and that kind of stuff. Because like I keep replaying this memory in my head, and I think this is the perfect context to use it in. I keep replaying this memory in my head of this conversation that I had with my mother's husband at the time, um, in which we were having a conversation about like the system and how it like worked and stuff like that. And then I said something akin to the revolution will not be led by a white person. And he got really happy about that. And then my mom walked into the room, which kind of like expositions this idea of original sin and how that ideology um, makes it so that the system that exists today perpetuates because you have that separation of borders and stuff like that, you know, of like yada 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 yada. Um, and I was thinking like what is it exactly that like we're like fighting against, you know, like outside of like the obvious genocide that is happening. A I think like it's like the specter of noise, you know, like the disharmony within the world, you know, um, to be able to block out that noise, to be able to um, just breathe for a second, you know. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about. Also another thing, in my thought process of the noise, um, when I decided that like the specter of noise was the thing that like we were battling, um, or like up against, you know, um, an engine revved outside, and I just thought that it was kind of funny and contradictory and sad in the same way that that Mew and Mewtwo thing is, in that like in order to like I need my mic, you know, like I don't know, like we have to be able to say our part in the dying of the light. So yeah.